Monday. It's a mock draft Monday here at the Fantasy Shot Callers YouTube channel. I'm 7 o'clock. I'm accompanied with my brother from another mother. Brother Fox, how you holding up?
Yeah, I'm well. I'm well. Ready to kick off this mock.
Let's do it. Everyone's waiting. Let's go ahead and just start this thing up. I ain't even got it up on the computer yet. That's how busy I've been going. Oh, you know what? I do got it on the computer. Let's go here. Start draft.
Bring up the board first, boy.
I'm gonna bring it up right now. They're blowing me up on the cell. Screen. I understand. Sleeper. Share.
While we get everything situated, anyone joining us, please hit that like button and subscribe. Give us that HBO special, the Help a Brother Out special.
What you doing, Hog?
Okay, Chris McCaffrey.
All right, what you got? What you got, Jeff? We see you in the pocket.
He's gonna pick somebody in the blue tent.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, no, not mad at all.
Uh-oh.
Surprise CD so early. I know he finished receiver 1 last year, but he is currently not in camp and not projected to be in camp.
I think he's been the clear number 2 all off season. Let's see. Oh, you getting some love. We got to get your nephew on here. Oh, my bad.
Yes, sir.
How many you down?
41? 41?
41? Ooh, 41. Hey, look at us taking our health serious. On top of our fantasy serious, standing on business and standing on fitness.
Yes, sir.
League. He just texted me. Oh.
Chef, he ain't on either. What the hell? Come on.
Let's see. So no surprises. I think we know the clear-cut first 8. I think the draft really starts with pick number 9. Every time I've used Draft Wizard on Fantasy Pros, it's almost 80, 85, 90% of the time it's the same 8 people. And the name will change, but we know the first 8 picks.
Right. Okay, Breece Hall.
Yeah. Anytime you ever want to get in here, brother, you're always welcome to get either online or in the mock, Albert.
Hey, Albert spooked. We done offered him too many times. He ain't never trying to get in. Come on, Albert.
It's a silent partner. I think some people are having issues with the app.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's go ahead and rotate this thing. I'm not seeing anything out of the ordinary yet. Let's knock that down. What you got? Oh, let's see. They're going off in the chat.
Bring up the chat.
Oh, you're right. Let's see. I'm going to bring up the chat.
Marvin Harrison, huh? That's a first. Saquon, I like that.
Yeah, next time we need to get everybody on the YouTube.
For sure. Let's see here. Oh my God. Keep it a little spicy.
What you got?
Ooh, Drake London. Okay.
See, that's one I'm struggling to get behind. I know he finally has a decent quarterback, and he has a decent coordinator, and doesn't have Arthur Smith. But it's early second round, mid second round for Drake London is
too rich for my blood, personally.
yeah. There's just too much. Like I'd rather Jonathan Taylor. Let's see.
Good, Steven.
Thoughts on Cooper Kupp this year? Man, if he can stay healthy, he's worth the value, in my opinion, Mike. Shout out to MJT, man. Hopefully you guys are well. Shout out Joe Morley. Shout out Tony Tucker. If you don't already follow those guys, make sure you follow them on IG and all platforms. Really, some of the guys I started this fantasy game with, and they're killing it on all platforms. I like Kupp. Oh shoot, I'm over here slacking.
NFL Mike, congrats on 10,000 on YouTube, player.
Yeah. All right. Who we got? Team players. Ooh. There we go.
Okay. I like the Josh Jacobs pick. I like that.
You know, he's got some opportunity. We always talk about following the money, but not everyone talks about contracts, people seeking them, or people getting rewarded after them. But often, more times than not, when a person gets breaded out, they're going to get fed. You know, teams want to show that they know what they're doing by, bolstering the stats of a player. We've seen that with the first year A.J. Brown became an Eagle. Tyreek Hill's first year in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Devontae Adams' first year as a Raider.
I love Kelsey in the third.
Yeah. Mahomes has other weapons, but I mean, he's still the first option.
Kelsey gonna get his looks. He gonna get.
Yeah. If anything, he's gonna see less coverage.
Yeah.
Let's see. It says shot caller says, "Oh, come on, Kyron at the 2.7."
I respect it.
I should have taken Henry just to spite media. We've been mocking and been in the same leagues for so long. You start to know who likes who, even in the mock draft, right?
Mm-hmm.
How y'all handling the Bears offense? Oh my gosh, that's a great question, Mike. We need to get you on here one time.
For real.
Honestly,
Keenan Allen to me is a must draft.
Yeah, I feel like DJ Moore is the must draft. Not must, but he's the only one I trust.
Hey, by mid-season, you'll see what Keenan Allen's doing. Like I think he's
in the blue tent.
He's not quarterback dependent. Yeah, he's gonna get hurt, but when he's actually out there, he puts up numbers, man. He's not necessarily quarterback dependent.
No, great question, Mike. Which Bears offensive weapon do you like? Swift seems decent. He can catch out of the backfield. We got my bad. We got DJ Moore is QB proof. Very true. A-Chain, a blue tent boy. By mid-season, he's gonna be in the tent. They getting on you, Fox.
Okay.
We got another one, DJ Moore. Keenan Allen would be the better value if he stayed healthy, but he a little long in the tooth there.
Thanks.
But he's still a dog.
He put up career numbers last year, and he was hurt.
I like Caleb Williams to be a top 10 quarterback.
I agree.
I could see 10, 9 or 10.
Pick up my bet with Big E. I think he's gonna put up 30 touchdowns, 30 tubs.
Oh yeah, was it 50 push-ups?
Yeah,
that was the bet.
That was the bet.
All right, let me take a look at this board real quick. I mean, everything looks good so far. Nothing too crazy. I see you got your receivers and your running backs. That's actually a good start. I think that's a good value on Hurts. Do you think he's the 13th best quarterback in the league?
Well, so Hurts was hurt last year, and I think it was more severe than what the Eagles were really letting on. I know he had a shoulder injury as well as a knee injury. The real question is they lost Jason Kelce. How's that offense going to rebound? Offensive line going to rebound, I guess. But we're going to find out who Hurts really is, because right now he has a fucking super team, the fucking Monstars around him. If he's unable to win with this amount of talent around him, like, when will he ever win?
True. Big Baller says, in my opinion, if you take one of the tight ends or half, you have to punt. True. So you either got to take a tight end early or not. Media's getting love for his Diggs pick. Media says Collins or Dale's taking the back seat. But you can't double Stephon Diggs, so he should thrive.
I agree.
Kind of summarizing.
Hey, Steven had a question from the YouTube chat.
All right, headed back up. Appreciate you rocking with us, Steve. Let's see. I'm not seeing it. Up top. My bad. What do y'all think of the KC receivers? Like, what round to scoop one of them? Hollywood in the 7th or 8th?
Yeah. Hollywood's going to eat, especially early in the season.
Yeah.
And reports are actually starting to come out that Rashid might not be punished until next season. Like, people are saying that they're, because of some additional lawsuits that are being filed by some of the individuals who were in the cars that got hit, it's going to take a lot longer for them to actually go to court for the actual proceedings. And the NFL generally likes to wait until they actually have a reaction of what the charges are going to be before they actually take measures. So there's a good chance where she's going to play the whole season, which is kind of wild to say now. We weren't saying that a few months ago.
Right. Taking a chance on Devontae or Garrett Wilson with the reports about Adams going to the Jets.
Adams is not going to the Jets because, one, the Raiders would take such a large cap hit. It would be similar to how Russell Wilson, when he left the Broncos, it would be a gigantic cap hit. Now, next season, he could be traded, but this year it's just not feasible. And then where's the money going to come from the Jets? Like, the Jets don't have any kind of cap room right now. Like, it's a pipe dream, you know? Sure, they want to play with each other, but it's not going to happen. It's more likely that Aaron Rodgers gets traded to the Raiders.
All right, I'm going to skip a few comments. I'm going to touch down on Mike's comment. All caps. He sent Adams to the Jets. And it says, what? And sustained to the Lions? Is that Sertan? Oh, Sertan.
Sertan.
Is that what he meant?
Yeah, I think that's what he meant.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there it is. Sertan. And then we've got, I'm going to go back up because going back to Rice, we've got he won't be suspended until next season. Vehicular lawsuit will take a couple of years to develop.
Yeah, it's gonna be like how Alvin Kamara's situation was. He got that big fight in the offseason. Hell, they even had camera footage of Alvin Kamara, but because of the additional lawsuits, it took a while for it to go to court. He played the entire season and wasn't penalized to that next year. So there's a good chance Rashid's going to play the full season.
Hey, I'm not really mad at any picks right now. I think we got a good mock going. I love the Aaron Jones value. League, I think that's League of Legends. I think that's great value for Aaron Jones with the rookie quarterback.
I love the Kincaid pick. He could end up being a top 3 tight end this year, depending on.
Oh yeah, you know what? I was trying to hold off on him until like the 6th round, but I think that just the community response, he's going in the 5th round.
Yep.
I'm not a fan of that big baller pick. 5'9"?
Not at all.
For Pitts?
Not at all.
They're hyping him up something vicious, man. Oh, he's lining up at receiver.
Every tight end lines up at receiver at some point. It's I feel like they're trying to sell the community on him.
Yeah.
He is who we thought he was.
We don't believe you. You need more people. Gentlemen. Hey, was he not able to join?
I don't know what happened.
I sent him the let's see. We'll have to go live with him on Thursday. Y'all think the Titans will make some noise with the wide receiver depth? Quiet as kept, man. Tony Tucker has been talking about, if you don't get an elite quarterback, you can wait for Will Levis, Hopkins, Ridley, and Tyler Boyd.
So
Pollard out the backfield.
They have the receivers. They have the skill players, but offensive and defensive line they are terrible in the trenches. It's like they're not going to be able to stop anybody running the football. So it's like I want to believe if it was anybody else other than Will Levis back there. Will Levis is not a very mobile quarterback.
Yeah.
So it's just if it was anybody else back there, I'd have more belief, but I just can't see it. He did take a blue tent boy in the third round as your RB1 too.
Who, me?
Nah, Big E.
Yeah,
I love the Mahomes pick at the late fourth. That's beautiful. The fact that Hurts was taken before Mahomes is kind of wild to me this season. I love the Amari Cooper pick in the 6th. Great value.
Great value. I probably should have done something different there. In hindsight.
Steven, I don't know. When it comes to Kyler Murray, man, he burned me 2 years ago in fantasy football, so I am very opinionated on him, but I just don't see it. Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to have a decent season. Yes. Kyler puts up okay numbers, but it's just he doesn't strike me as a leader of men. I don't see him ever being to the point where they're really competitive in that division because he can't lead those boys to anything. I'd be shocked if they make the playoffs in the next 2 to 3 years.
Yeah. How you feel about your team so far?
I love it. I love my team.
Said Homer. True. Harsh. And then someone said Matt Bijan at 1.2. Sheesh, is it standard? No, it's PPR.
Damn, 3 Chiefs receivers all going in the same round. Interesting. I love the Ingram pick. He had what, over 100 catches last year. So that's in the PPR. That's fantastic.
Especially with the departure of of Calvin Ridley.
Yeah.
I feel like if you don't get an elite tight end, Ingram is a sufficient guy you can target in the middle rounds.
We've been talking up Zamir White all offseason. That's a great pick, getting him mid 6th round.
Oh yeah, for sure.
didn't fall like I thought it was gonna fall. But
my bad. I'm pulling daddy duty, swimming duty. I gotta work. I gotta run fantasy football, community page. I'm doing it all. Let's see. I got a draft with the 1.3 coming up, considering Bijan or Chase. What are your thoughts?
to me, it depends. If Chase has already gotten his contract, I say go Bijan. But if Chase hasn't gotten his contract before the season started, Chase is gonna be an animal, bro. Fucking animal.
Yeah, he gonna make him pay.
Yeah, he gonna be mad. He gonna make him pay. He gonna be talking shit to his own sideline. It's gonna get wild.
Uh-oh, you got some explaining to do. Hold up, wait, brother Fox. G. Wilson? Let's see.
Hey, Wilson's talented, bro. Like last year, he had a terrible quarterback situation. His quarterback went down 4 plays into the season. The likelihood of that happening again, slim to none. 70% Rodgers is better than 100% of what they had last year. So, I look at it as there's a tremendous upside, and the kid is with a decent quarterback, he's gonna get 80 to 100 touches.
Yeah. It says y'all said 7th, and then they all go in the 7th.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Fantasy safe space. We gotta tomorrow, 7 p.m. We'll have our third with us. We're part of a trio, but on Mondays our brother can't be on camera. He got to work. Shout out to Big E, aka the fantasy football big guy. Y'all can just give me the trophy for this league, for this league's mock. Let's check out the shot college team.
Bro. Come on. You a Jet fan? You're
Bengals are cheeky. They'll wait. Very true. Probably need a running back. Let's see who's available. Yeah. RB.
The thing about the Chiefs receivers is hard right now, especially if Rice doesn't get suspended. It's hard to know who's really going to get the ball. Like,
true.
I think Rice is going to get the most targets by far. Worthy
probably on the receiver there, media.
What did you say?
He went Xavier Worthy, then went Coleman.
Worthy will be boom or bust. He'll either break out and hit a lot of touchdowns because it'll make sure that teams can't run certain coverages against Kansas City. So we'll see what happens.
I know you're not a fan of Coleman, which has kind of made me not a fan of Coleman.
Bro, watch. When he starts getting pressed up at the line of scrimmage,
that 4.6 ain't gonna help.
Bro, it ain't gonna help at all, bro. Like, imagine you got linebackers that are running 4.4s and 4.5s, and he's supposed to be a wide receiver 1. Get out of here, bro. He's gonna be a distraction for Josh Allen to run down the field. Come on, bro.
Let's see. Where are we at?
I like the Singletary pick, though.
Yeah.
Love it.
Where's my boy at? All right. Shot callers is talking some trash. He went Jefferson over Hill, Chase, and St. Brown. No. My bad. That's big guy. We got Chase Kyron, DJ Moore, DK Metcalf, Kincaid, Stevenson, Brown, Warren, and let's see who he takes at quarterback.
Your running backs will be your demise, Chef Denner. You're going to have to trade one of them receivers to get you an RB1.
Let's see. Drum roll. What you got, Chef Denner, since you talking that trash? Who's available? And Jordan Love in the 8th round is a steal.
Facts.
Shout out to B-Man. Jordan Love in the 8th. I'm trying to. So Josh Allen went in the third. Josh Allen in the third. Hurts in the third, or Jordan Love in the eighth. Hell, I mean, I got Burrow in the sixth. I wasn't mad at that.
Mm-hmm.
A little dicey, a little risky. Jaden Daniels.
Interesting. And that's the QB1? Yeesh.
You think Scary Terry has a good year?
It's either now or never.
True. Going back to the chat. Let's see. Bengals are cheap. Speaking of Blue Temp Fox, drafted Kittle. I'd rather roll with no tape.
Kittle and Brock Purdy still have a connection. You know, he'll get his touches, sure. Like I feel like if you get anything more than 10 out of a tight end, it's a blessing. You know, there'll be a few games a year George Kittle will give me more than 10, but I'm betting on the rest of my team putting up numbers. So,
what up, HC? Let's see. Matt says, to be fair, Coleman, he had one of the highest in-game athleticism metrics of any wide receiver this year, up there with BTJ. That measures things up like miles per hour in game and explosive plays, etc. Still got to beat press.
I agree with that, but it all comes down, you know, your athletic matrix can only get you so far. It's all about the situation you're going into as well. Like I feel like Brian Thomas Jr., if he had been drafted into the right situation, I feel like he would have been like, there's a reason why Brian Thomas Jr. didn't get drafted in this draft. Regardless that he went late first round, incredibly talented. It's just because the situation he's going into. And I look at it as like for Coleman, for him to be drafted in the top of the second round, the expectation is that he's going to be wide receiver 1 in that room. And I just don't see it. You know, he doesn't have the speed to separate. He couldn't beat the press in college. He was just more big and physical, and like you don't have to play against the top tier talent every single week in college football, so you can pad your stats and make it look like you're a great player. He has a good personality, good kid. I don't wish ill will on the kid, but I think he's going into a situation that's going to be formidable for him. I just don't see it personally.
Fair enough. What was your favorite pick, Brother Fox?
I would say getting Love in the 8th. That's fantastic. And the fact that he was able to get, you know, Amon-Ra and some top tier receivers, and you know, even Jonathan Brooks, he's going to be hurt at the beginning of the season, but by mid-season he could be a starter and be a fringe high end RB2.
True, so, very true.
I like it.
Zamir White in the 6th. I think that's where we've seen him go. Mid-6th round. I like that pick. I like him as a flex. I did a little Dragon Ball crossover post on him. Putting on weight, as long as he can keep that speed, he's going to be a monster. I think he averaged 99 rushing yards in his I know it's a small sample size, but in 4 games as the starter, he averaged 99 yards rushing, I think 12 yards receiving. So he's averaging 111. That's 11.1 with not including receptions or touchdowns. So
another pick I liked. I love the Hollywood Brown pick. I got to give Chef Dunn a little credit there. Hollywood, he took an ultra team friendly deal. Like Hollywood has not been paid yet, you know, so he's going to be hungry. And truth be told, I think he's going to have a good enough season that Kansas City's not going to be able to afford him next year. But I think it's a hell of a pick.
Remember last week when we was talking about homers?
Hey, it's the truth, bro. I call it like I see it. You'll see it in the playoffs when Pittsburgh go home.
Here you go. Why you got? I ain't even gonna go there. I'm a changed man.
I know you ain't, bro.
Yeah, I'd mostly agree. I think he'd be better in a big slot yak role, like Rashid last year. But the Bills have millions of guys who I can't read the rest. Let's see if I can move that.
Who
Who
profile
in the slot?
Yeah.
For sure. Shot caller says all mine. Get out of here. Go back to work. I heard you guys have a special on HBO Max. Brother Fox.
I don't even know what you're talking about. He's gonna come with some BS.
No, he's talking about the HBO special, bro.
Oh yeah. Okay. I completely was off. Yeah,
He's
as always,
alley up.
you don't know by now the HBO special is the Help a Brother Out special. So help some brothers out. Hit that like button, subscribe. It truly goes a long way.
The HC says Hollywood a blue tint boy. He balled until week 10 though. Hey, you got to draft Rice and Hollywood. That's what it sounds like to me. You start with Hollywood and then go to Rice.
Right, Rice is going to be the receiver to draft because they're going to manufacture Tressers for Rice.
Yeah, who ended up getting him?
This guy.
Yeah.
It was a solid pick.
And I'm not mad at my little team. I got Lamb and Allen as my receivers. You said Allen was the guy. Josh Jacobs and Kenneth Walker. I've got Burrow and Kelsey, and then I've got Rice as my flex. I think I make the playoffs. I don't know if I win this thing. I might need some waiver work, but at least
you got to pray that Gus Edwards has a good year with the Chargers.
Yeah, he's not a starter. He's a bench player. I just need him for a bye week or two.
Facts.
Or if Kenneth Walker goes down. Let's see. We got McCaffrey, Adams, Evans, Smith, Harris.
What picks do you hate? Let's go there.
What picks do I hate? I don't like Ferguson in the 6th round.
Yeah.
I think he's talented, but I think at that point you can wait for him. But he made up for it. He got Mostert in the 7th. And he stacked him with Dak, so you got to be lenient. We got another stack, tight end quarterback stack for Baltimore with media. I'm not mad at that.
Obviously didn't like the Kyle Pitts pick.
That's a head scratcher.
I think
you're drafting him just for upside right there.
Yeah, me personally, I wouldn't take him until the top of the 8th, but it's just my opinion.
League of Legends gambled going without a running back, and I think he landed pretty well on his feet with Kamara and Jones in the 4th, 5th round.
Facts.
There's still quality running backs in that 4 to 5, even 6th round. You're looking at, you got Walker, Kamara, White, Cook, Connor Jones, Harris, Stevenson, White, Swift. If you're going the first 3 or 4 rounds non-running back, you're going 0 RB strategy. You could still get some quality guys in that 4th, 5th, 6th round. I think that's maybe for tomorrow's episode. I think we're talking about preferences and strategies. That might be something that we have to talk about because it is becoming a passing league. Where I think, 20 years ago or 15 years ago, I think there were 12 running backs over 1,200 yards, and last year there was only one, which was Christian McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a passing league. You can't touch the receiver. You can't touch the quarterback. We may have to start adjusting our strategies.
Very much so. We talked about it last year.
Yeah.
The team that won drafted wide receiver high and had a more top end quarterback that was consistent. And those are the teams that win in fantasy football.
Yes, sir. I'm not seeing anything too bad. I feel like I know Kittle probably wasn't going to be there for you, but then Ingram went in the 7th and you took Kittle in the 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one. It's a little bit of a dud. Cooper Kupp, I think that's where he's going. I saw an interesting stat from Sal that said Kupp and Puka are like decimal and points away when they both play. But Puka's true value, skyrockets when Kupp doesn't play. So if you're taking Puka early in the 1st, you're banking on Kupp getting hurt. I
also look at it too that the Rams actually improved their defense quite a bit. Their secondary is going to be completely revamped going into next season. I think they're going to end up having more possessions with the football coming into this year. And
even without Aaron Donald?
I think even without Aaron Donald, that opened up a lot of cap when Aaron Donald retired.
True.
And so I just look at it as like schematically wise, they're going to have, plus Matt Stafford was hurt at the beginning of last season.
Very true.
He got a full off season now with Puka, with Cooper Kupp. Hopefully, knock on wood, they don't get injured. I still feel like Puka can have a wonderful year.
Well, let's answer Matt's question and let's get out of here. We got how y'all feel about Jettas above Hill and Chase. Kind of scared of the Vikings QB situation. I agree. I have him of that tandem of, I think, the run of 5 wide receivers in the first round, in that middle first round. I have him ranked number 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, that quarterback situation scares me. Sam Darnold is not an NFL quarterback. I don't care what anybody says. I don't think he's an NFL quarterback. I don't think he's an NFL backup, personally. So if he's going to be your starting guy potentially on day one, I'm scared as shit. So, Jefferson is great, but I feel like you have to. I would love Jefferson at the end of the first round in his current quarterback situation, but we all know his name and recognition he's not going to fall that far. So just hope that somebody else in your league takes him and it's not you.
Yeah. K9 at the 410 is a solid for 7. It's good value for him. I'm not a big fan, but I feel like I could pass him up right there. Rice is suspected 4 games, let's say where he should. If he misses 4 games, maybe 8th, 9th round instead of 7th.
Yeah, I would say 9th.
Yeah,
9th. But again, it's like a lot of Chief insiders have like turned the corner in the past like 2 weeks. Everyone's saying that like it really does look like the proceedings are that it's not going to happen this year. They haven't even set a court date yet, and training camp starts this week. Football starts in what I think it's 30 days. So like if they haven't even set a date yet, there's no way that he's going to be suspended by the season start. Now, if somebody had gotten hurt in that accident, someone like gotten really hurt, they would put him on the commissioner's exempt list and he wouldn't play. But the fact that he didn't get hurt, and I feel like he's going to play all season.
Like you said, similar to the Kamara suspension, it probably will come next year.
Mm-hmm.
Rice for president. All right, y'all. We appreciate you rocking with us. Tomorrow, Fantasy Football Safe Space with myself, Brother Fox, and Big E, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Peace.
Go Chiefs.
Make sure you like and subscribe.